Hi, I'm Miss Wong and welcome back to my maths channel. Today we'll be solving problems using linear equations. It's a pretty short video, there's only 3 problems. If you need more practice, I will leave a link to another video with more problems using linear equations at the end of the video. First example, you can pause the video and give it a go yourself and unpause to check your answers. Alicia wants to spend $15 on new pens. If each pen costs $2.50, how many pens can she buy? First of all, we have to think of what we're looking for, the number of pens. How many pens can she buy? So we're going to pick a pronumeral for that. Let's call it n, the number of pens. Now we can think, number of pens times $2.50 is going to give us the total amount of money. So we can write $2.50 times n, 250 times n equals the total amount of money, so 15. Now we can solve for n. So to solve for n, divide both sides by 250 and we get n equals 6. And it's good to write down what n represents. So now we know 6 is the number of pens in case we're tired, stressed, rushing in a test, and we forget what we're doing. And so we don't randomly write dollar signs there because it's a number of pens. That happens very often. We have to answer in a full sentence. So Alicia can buy 6 pens with her $15. Example number 2. Saran is 12 years older than Daniil. Their ages add up to 28. Let D be Daniil's age. Write an expression for Saran's age. Now we know Saran is 12 years older than Daniil, or in other words, Saran is D plus 12. Write an equation of the sum of the ages. Now their ages add up to 28. So we have Daniil, D, plus Saran, which is D plus 12, is equal to 28. So that's Daniil, that's Saran's age. And we can simplify this. I know that we're going to have to solve because of the questions that are there. So let's solve. So D plus D is 2D plus 12 is 28. So for this question too, if you wrote your answer as that one, that second line, it is preferable because it's simplified. But either is fine because they're both equations. Now we get rid of the 12 on both sides. So the opposite of plus 12 is minus 12. And we have 2D equals 28 minus 12 is 16. 2D equals 16, dividing by 2 on both sides, we get D equals to 8. Now D is Daniil's age, so we can write Daniil is 8 years old. Now Saran, as we said, was D plus 12, or in other words, 8 plus 12, so Saran is 20 years old. Last example, the length of a rectangle is 4 centimeters longer than its width. The perimeter is 20 centimeters. It's always a good idea to draw a diagram whether the question asks or not. It helps us solve the question. So here is a rectangle with the length and width. Now write the expression of the length. So we know that the length is 4 centimeters longer, or in other words, W plus 4. Write an equation for the perimeter. So the perimeter is W, then the length, W plus 4, plus W plus W plus 4. Or in other words, 2 W's plus 2 of the lengths, so W plus 4 equals 20, like it's given to us. So now we have 2W plus 2W is 4W's. 2 times 4 is 8, so we have 4W plus 8 equals 20. Get rid of the 8 by subtracting on the other side. We have 4W equals 12. And then dividing by 4, we have W equals to 3. And we can answer the next question. Find the dimensions. So the dimensions are the width is 3 centimeters. And we know the length from our first part is 3 plus 4, which is 7 centimeters. Just be careful when it says write an equation for the perimeter that you either stop on this line or that line because the perimeter is 20 and that's the sum. You might want to underline these two and not give these two for part 2. Otherwise, you're giving the width and not the perimeter. Okay, that's it from me today. You might want to try these questions again or click on the next video to see more examples of solving problems with linear equations. Thank you for watching and thank you for being patient. I'll see you next time. Bye.